To make green chili enchiladas, you need to start with a sauce. Have a pot filled with water at medium-high heat, which is an endothermic reaction since the heat from the stove goes into the system. After, start cutting your green chilies. This is a physical change since the chilies aren't being altered chemically, just changing volume and shape. While you're cutting your chilies, your water should be heating up on the stove. Once the water boils, add your ingredients and stir for 15 minutes. Combining the ingredients is a homogeneous mixture because the combination can't be undone, and it's the same throughout the whole mixture. Stirring constantly keeps the system heated evenly and constantly combining. The next step in cooking the enchiladas is to cook the chicken. You'll need to thaw the meat, then pound to tenderize and loosen the proteins in it so it'll cook evenly. Add 1 tablespoon of vegetable oil on a pan at medium-high heat to help heat and cook the chicken. After the chicken is tenderized, place the meat on the stove to cook. This is also an endothermic reaction since the heat from the stovetop is cooking the meat. To make the chicken more flavorful, add the enchilada sauce that we made earlier in this video to the top of the chicken before flipping. Since there isn't much myoglobin in chicken, the meat needs to be cooked fully through, meaning that there is no pink throughout the meat. To check this, cut through the thickest part of the chicken and check for pink. If there isn't any, you're ready to go. The chicken turning from pink to white is also an example of a physical change, since color change is a physical property. After cooking the chicken, you will need to shred the meat, which is a physical change since the chicken will still taste the same, but just change volume. Now time for the tortillas. To make the tortillas, pour the enchilada sauce we made earlier in this video into a pan on medium-high heat. This is an example of an endothermic reaction since the heat from the stove is going into the enchilada sauce. Next, add oil into a pan to help heat the tortillas. Place the tortilla on the pan. Having the oil combine with the tortilla makes them crispy. The oil and tortilla shows a homogeneous mixture because the oil goes into the tortilla and the combination cannot be undone. After frying in oil, put tortilla in heated enchilada sauce. This is a homogeneous mixture and an endothermic reaction since the mixture cannot be undone and the heat from the stove is going into the tortilla and enchilada sauce. After, place the tortilla at the bottom of the pan to start the layering of the enchilada. After all tortillas are placed at the bottom of the pan, next add the chicken. This is a heterogeneous mixture since you can obviously see the chicken being added to the enchilada. Adding the cheese as the next layer does not only make for cheesy goodness, but also causes another heterogeneous mixture since the combination still can be undone. Next, repeat the step of making the tortillas and frying them in the oil and then the enchilada sauce. Add the next layer of tortillas on top of the cheese and chicken until fully covered. Lastly, layer sour cream, then cheese to the top of the enchilada. This is adding to the heterogeneous mixture that will soon become a homogeneous mixture after being baked. It will be a homogeneous mixture because of the ingredients combining together through heat and not being able to be separated. This is also an endothermic reaction since the heat from the oven goes into the enchilada, causing it to combine. Make sure the cheese on top is fully covering the sour cream in the layer below. Bake enchilada at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for 20 minutes.